Welcome to the Maine-J Show. It's your boy Maine-J, and this is another episode of Maine-Chat. Hey, thank you all for tuning in, as always, and showing me love. You all should know me by now. For those who don't, please like, share, subscribe. Please email me if you want, if there's certain topics that you want me to talk about, anything that you want me to elaborate on that I've already talked about, any guests that you would like to see on the show, anything if that pertains to the Maine-J Show, or certain personal things that you may want me to talk about and give my perspective on, let me know. themainejshow@gmail.com or themainejchatshow.com on any of my websites or social media platforms. Hit me up. Show some love. Talk to me. I talk back. I don't bite. All right. One more announcement. As many of you all may know, I have a book coming out in July. It's supposed to be July 5th, but I think it's getting pushed back a week. But I do have a book coming out. Please subscribe to the email list so that way you guys get first-hand information, because the people who are subscribed to the email will be the first to get, just more about the release date, what the book's about, promotions, all those types of things. I did already put something out on my social media pages for the first 5 email subscribers. They get a free book. Just more things to come. I'm also going to have a book release, book signing / birthday bash. That's going to be at the end of July. So that'll also be forthcoming. And also, once again, email subscribers will be the first to get first dibs on the information and being able to attend the event. And depending on what's going on, we might even fly a fan, a subscriber, a YouTube subscriber in. So that's more information to come to enjoy my birthday B-Day / book release event. There's going to be some singers, great musicians, good food. It's going to be a blast. So stick to that. That's also going to be the end of July. I can definitely give you the date for that. That's going to be July 31st, 2022 in Boston, Massachusetts. All right. That's your announcements for today. All right. So let's get started. So today's topic is about letting your no's be no's and standing on them, and letting your yeses be yes and standing on those as well. Just standing on your word and watching everything else fall into place, fall in line, or in other words, resist the devil and he will flee. All right. So I don't know how many of y'all have been following me on social media, but I just recently came back from vacation, a much needed relaxation that I got. It was just needed. I needed to get away, and I had a good time. And I went to a destination where it was like party central. And then for other people, you may also know, if you follow me on social media, I gave up drinking alcohol back in July 28th, which is my birthday, was the last time I had a drink in 2021. And July 29th was the first full day of no alcohol. And here we are now in April of 2022. So it's been some months. So I went on vacation, and most people who go on vacation, they drink, they party, they have sex, cheat, do whatever whatever is a good time to them. And I will say that this past week wasn't a triggering week, but it definitely was a testing week. It was a challenging week with the alcohol. Okay. So, I went to celebrate a friend's birthday. They're definitely over 21, so they can drink, smoke, do whatever they want to do. That's fine. Not knocking it. Don't go back, whatever, if you know who I went with. But it was a test. It was a challenge because I was the only one that was not drinking alcohol. I was drinking, of course, water, juice, soda, slushies, and all that type of stuff. Let's be realistic. But I wasn't drinking anything with alcohol in it. And, it was challenging because at first people weren't taking me seriously, right? Because we got there late at night, woke up the next day. The first activity we went to go check into the new hotel, because we went from one hotel to the next hotel, and our room wasn't ready. So we decided to all go to the bar. I'm not going to be a party pooper or a party downer. I'm out of town. I'm here to celebrate my friend's birthday, whom I love dearly. So we get to the bar, and the bartender, cool, great bartender, kind of handsome, attractive too. Okay. In hell. We say angel, they say in hell. Bring it back, Willie and Jermaine. But, he was like, what do you want to drink? And I'm like, I don't even know. Let me see a menu. Then he was like, well, what's your liquor? The Puerto Rican accent. I love every bit of it. And I'm like, can I just get a ginger ale? And he looked at me like, whoa, what? ginger ale, Puerto Rico party. You got a whole people. You at a bar. So everybody got around. Well, I'm drinking my ginger ale. And the birthday girl, who I love dearly, it's not to call her out, but she was like, come on, it's my birthday. Just one drink, just one drink, just one drink. It can be a small shot or just a sip, just something, just a. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. I got my ginger ale, whatever the case may be. I will toast with this. 2 or 3 rounds in, like, you really not going to have a round with us? Da 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 da. No, I'll have a round of this ginger ale, or I'll get something else that might be virgin. But right now, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Being strong, holding on, whatever the case would be. So the bartender was making extra of everything that he was making, whether he was making the shots, or if he was definitely like he was making like a slush or a daiquiri or something with alcohol. Sometimes you make a little extra, and he was having some. So he was giving me the extra shots. Now that would have been cool if I was actually drinking and I'm not paying and I'm getting shots for free because he has extra. Oh, that would have been perfect, drinking on a budget. Hey, but I'm like, I'm good. So what I would do was give the extra shot of pina colada or whatever the case may be to somebody in the party. So we get to about the fifth drink and we're all having fun and, whatever the case would be. And I'm still just, drinking my ginger ale, whatever the case may be. And someone that was in the group who I just met was like, well, what was the point of coming on vacation if you wasn't going to drink and party and have a good time? Well, number one, I'm partying and I'm having a good time just being away, being in a different place, enjoying the heat and the sun. I don't need to be drunk or to be drinking to be doing that. But to each his own of what they think is fun is and what vacation is. So that was done. Check into the hotel, whatever the case may be. Um, they still saying whatever, come on, just one drink, whatever. We're going to go up to the room and have something. You should have something with us, whatever. We get to do an activity. We go out for dinner. And, once again, come on, it's just one birthday drink. Even just do some wine or some champagne. You don't have to do nothing heavy. And I'm like, I'm just going to stick to this water and this Sprite or whatever I was drinking. Wasn't no alcohol in it. Um, and my closest friend was like, I'm over you, but I'm proud of you. This was the next day. So we're into the next day now. I'm over you, but I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, but I'm over you because we're all here turning up and you just only drinking water and soda, and I even like soda. Ginger ale ain't really no soda, no Sprite, all the clear stuff we say ain't really no soda. It's soda, but ain't no soda. Okay, I know Johnson Johnson. When I smell Johnson Johnson, ain't no Johnson Johnson, ain't no soda. But um, after about the first day and a half, they stopped. Another person in the party was like, I don't know how you're doing it. I just can't give it up. I don't know how I'm doing it neither, but I know it's my mindset. It's my will not to want to drink, not to want to regress, not to want to go back. I've come too far. And I know sometimes these things are a linear process where you spiral a little bit and you go up and then you come back, then you go up again, whatever the case would be. But after the first day and a half, guess what? They stopped asking me, have a drink, have a drink. It was okay. If they were doing a round or something, can you make his virgin? Can you give him a virgin daiquiri, or can you give him a virgin pina colada, or can you give him a virgin whatever they were drinking so he can still at least have a shot with us? And I was fine with that. You can even put it in the shot cup and we can make it look like whatever we're having a good time. But eventually they stopped asking. Now, here's the thing that I want to say just to give a different perspective, because two of the people I'm really, really, really close with. The third one I'm really close with. We all grew up together. Even though they're a little bit younger than me, I've seen them grow. They've seen me grow. Here's the thing with that. Once again, when you're serious about your nose, eventually people see that you're serious and they take you seriously. But also, I think because I've been here before, there's been plenty of times when I said I've given up drinking and the 3 weeks go by and I haven't gone, and then now you see me drinking again. I thought you gave up drinking. So there's that aspect. And for some of us, there are times when we say yes and we really mean it, but people ain't taking it seriously. And there are times when we say no and we really mean it and people ain't taking it seriously, because sometimes we say we're going to do something and we don't follow through. We're going to do something, we start and we don't finish. We are doing something that we say we're not doing, or we're not doing something that we say we are doing, and people find out and they don't take us seriously when we are really serious this time. So sometimes it really takes us sticking and standing on our ground for people to be like, you know what? They're really serious this time. They really mean it. Okay, check you out. I'm proud of you. So sometimes, we get to this thing, well, I'm cutting everybody off and they don't want to believe me and da da da. Just check yourself, check your history. Have I always been serious? Have I always stood my ground about things? Yes, sometimes you can be serious and you mean well, but when you don't stick to it, you're not serious. People don't take you seriously. So definitely, whether you're giving up drinking, stop sexing, you're going to start going to the gym, you're going to eat better, um, you're going to start going to church, you're going to do better on your job or whatever the case may be. If you kind of have a history of not following through with what you say, kind of don't get discouraged and be ready to cut people off. There are some people that's going to be with you from the beginning. Good job. You're just going to give it up. I'm with you. There's other people that's like, they might not necessarily think it's a bad thing, but if you think it's a bad thing for you, okay. And then other people, once again, okay, we've been down this road. I'm not going to get my hopes up. I'm definitely not going to tempt you and do all these different things. But when I see that you're serious about it, then, I'll be even more serious with you and hold you accountable. I will say this. It was very, very trying testing because there were plenty of times where I'm like, that drink looks good. That drink looks good. I had a lot of pineapple drinks. Like, they cut open the pineapple and they put the daiquiris and different things. I had an unhealthy amount of virgin strawberry daiquiris in those pineapples. I mean, like I was tearing those things up. And then once again, there's no alcohol. So I'm really tearing it up because there ain't nothing strong. Tearing up the pineapples, just everything. Because I'm like, that drink looks good. That drink looks good. That drink looks good. Everybody around me is waved and I'm sober. And I'm like, you know what? We went to a bar crawl thing. We was going from bar to bar to bar. And once again, I didn't pay for it because I'm not drinking, but because I was at the party, a lot of times they didn't know. So they were still giving me a drink. And I'm just like, you got to take this because I don't want to drink it. But then, certain places I went, I was like, can I just get the virgin this or the virgin that? And it was all cool. But there was plenty of times this past week where I'm like, bump this. I know it's been pretty much 9 months, but I'm getting ready to sip this sip. It's overwhelming. Bartenders were overwhelming. Everything was overwhelming. You have breasts everywhere, vaginas everywhere, bulges out. It was, when you're trying to be in the zone and be in the mood, but you just got to say, you know what? I've come too far. I'm not turning around. I'm not giving up. I know where I've been. I know where I'm trying to go. And if I stop here, I'm going to have to restart. And who's to say that if I go back, I'm going to come out? So you know what? I'm just going to stick to this. I'm at 9 months pretty much. I'm almost at a year. Then I'm going to do a year and a half, then 2 years. And I'm just going to keep on going. So I just want to challenge y'all and encourage y'all to stick with whatever it is. Put your mind to it. Pray. Be prayed up. If you don't pray, you don't believe in God, because I have some followers that don't. Get some people around you that's going to push you. That's going to hope, nope, you better not drink that. You better not touch that drink. Whatever the case may be. No, you said that you quit. You said da da da. We're going to drink, but you better get yourself a water. You better get people around you that's going to say, you know what? Let's hold them accountable. Let's push them. I know it's hard. I know it's tempting. I know these drinks look good or whatever the case may be, but we're not going to pressure you. You don't want to drink, whatever the case may be, and just stick to it. Hold on to it because you can do it. I'm a living witness. Almost at 9 months. And I was just at one of the most tempting situations in my life that would have caused anybody to give in. But I held on and I persevered and I meant this thing. Yeah, I took a picture. I know I wanted to dress something. I took a picture with a drink, just for the effect. I had my little chest out, my little some sort of pack. It ain't a 6-pack. It ain't a 4. It ain't really a 2. It's just a 1-pack. But, I did show it, and I was almost tempted to drink that. I'm like, I shouldn't even be taking this picture with this. But, I felt like I needed at least one picture of the whole weekend with something in my hand showing that I'm sipping on something. But you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Walk in the strength, knowing that he's your help, knowing that he's your strength. His strength is made, and in your weakness, his strength is made perfect. Had to make sure I'm quoting the scripture right. And take it 1 second at a time, 1 minute at a time. one moment at a time, and know that you're able to overcome anything, any addiction, porno addiction, sex addiction, alcohol addiction, drug addiction, shopping addiction, whatever it is. Just take steps, set a goal for yourself, and you'll see the more you go without the alcohol, the less you crave it, the less you want it. Yeah, there might be moments and days where something triggers you, or something you feel like you need the drink, but the more you go without it, the more you stop feeding your flesh, the easier and the lighter that it gets. And then the easier it is to even be around people who may be doing what you are being delivered from or walking away from. So just stay the path, stay the course, and know that it'll be very rewarding in the end when you start seeing the results, when you start seeing the peace of mind, the sanity that you have, the strength that you have, even the encouragement that you're giving to others. It's very, very rewarding. So I just want to let you know, let your yeses be your yeses, let your noes be your noes. Stand on your word. Don't waver. Don't even look back. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Keep your eyes pressing towards the mark of the prize, high calling, which is in Jesus Christ. Thank you all for tuning into the Maine-Chat show. God bless you all. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you the next video. Peace.